more signatories to it. This is just part of the RFP at this point. There's been no actual signing off and negotiation, whether you want to use that word or not, or confirming that we're going to meet this and that people sat down and signed a contract. That does not exist right now.
Okay.
We are not approving any contract because there really isn't one. This is a template for the contract that they wish to execute with one or two signatory or three signatory other parties. Okay, so I think that's where we're getting really confused here. So I don't expect that the administration is going to come back with a totally new contract, but they are going to come back with a signed agreement that we're still going to have to approve at some point in the future, whether that's 2 weeks from now or 2 months from now.
Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Mayor.
If I were to go out and negotiate or get signed contract from each of the 3 people that we brought forward, at this point in time, 1 or 2 of the 3 people would have false hope that they have a signed agreement in hand. We could not bring forward signed contracts until we have that contract approved by City Council. Now, we're proposing that right now. I'm still maintaining 3, but if City Council wants to propose 2, then I think that's a reasonable compromise. We're happy to bring back signed copies for receive and file, but we've never brought back signed copies after the fact for this body to approve again. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. There's a whole lot of things being said and a whole lot of confusion right now, but with the contract is in front of me. I mean, what we're proposing, the contract is there, the motion is there. I'm still not comfortable with what's being proposed.
Mr. Chairman. Councilman Missouri.
I agree with what the mayor is saying. You know, I think we can get stuck on the word negotiate. I believe that it has to be negotiated because both parties have to sign. So I'm not expecting different terms. I'm not expecting different conditions. I'm expecting the contract that we have before us to be negotiated. Maybe I should have used the word executed. But the reason I use the word negotiate is because I want to make sure all the terms and conditions are met. And right now, we've been told that 1 or more, maybe all, don't comply with everything. So that was the reason for the word negotiation. I'm talking about negotiating to the current terms and conditions of the contract that we have before us. My motion doesn't say that we don't do that. If there's some concern that I'm trying to trick somebody or I'm trying to play with words, I'm not. I'm taking everyone in this meeting at face value. I heard the mayor say that the primary would get a vast majority of the business, that the secondary would get whatever can't be done, that there was subcontracting previously being done, but under this contract we can dictate who that is. I believe that to be true. My motion doesn't require a percentile. It says area for primary and J&M for heavy, and the contract says that the mayor, the police chief, can have subcontracting. If that means that J&M is going to be subcontracted to do light duty when it's necessary, I believe that the documents in front of us allow that to happen. There's no hidden message in the motion. If the word negotiate is troubling people, then execute to the terms and conditions of what's before us. I mean, to me, that's semantical.
Sure. Councilman Johnson.
So, and I don't think there's any hidden meaning in your words either, Dan. Not whatsoever. My concern is the document before us is gone.
I disagree.
It's gone.
What's gone is that the contract applies to 3 people, not 2.
Well, we already voted it down. So that's gone. That's not before us anymore because we have a new motion on the table, is what I'm saying.
Mr. Johnson,
Councilman Missouri.
we voted negotiating or executing or signing or putting X's on a contract with 3 vendors. We didn't throw out the contract, we throw out the motion to have a contract with 3 vendors. The revised motion is to have a contract, the same contract, with 2 vendors. I didn't hear anybody vote the contract down. They voted a motion to not have a contract with 3 vendors. That's what got voted down.
Mr. Chair. Councilman Pats.
So in your motion there, does it say the same contract? I understand what you're saying. Does it say the same contract or does it just say any contract? And to me, negotiating means you're actually sitting down with them and saying, okay, now do you guys want to do this or do you want to do that? Well, maybe we don't want to do that. I don't think they're negotiating there because the contract is already here. As a union steward, I would say negotiating means you're sitting down with me now with this contract, and I get to go through it all over again and say, I don't like that one, I don't like that, I want to change this.
Mr. Chairman,
Councilman Missouri.
I've explained the intent behind the motion, what I meant by negotiate. If execute, if endorse, if sign, if John Hancock is more to your liking, I'm willing to do that because I'm not trying to mislead anyone into what I meant by negotiation. Negotiation meant we've got a blank document, we've got an RFP, there's lots of terms and conditions that everyone sitting up here has been told one, if not all of the vendors don't meet, and I'm simply saying that at the end of the day, whoever we do business with should meet all the requirements that were set forth, and to me, that's a negotiation. If somebody refuses, we're going to say, fine, you're out. If that word troubles somebody, I'm willing to change it.
Councilman Woolley.
Mr. Chairman, I'm actually going to give the chief of police a little credit here, because I know that if there's a situation in this city where the primary can't get to it, whether it be heavy or light, that chief is going to make the best decision and say, I'm going to get whoever I got to get, which should be the secondary, to get that vehicle out of there. Am I correct by saying that, chief?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Mr. Chair, and I think I'm okay with
Councilwoman Katz.
I'm okay with the word heavy in there because they could be considered a second subcontractor. So I agree with that part. But the negotiating word is the problem I have.
Councilman Johnson.
Like I said, Dan, I don't think there's anything hidden in your agenda, there's nothing there, I understand that. I just want this done tonight, and if this is the contract, then we need to state that in the motion that this is the contract.
Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Mayor.
And also that the contract would be negotiated as two separate contracts. I still heard in the last motion that the contract would be area towing with J&M listed as a secondary or subcontractor. I don't want to leave here with the expectation that we have to run everything up the ladder at area towing to move forward. With what you said, Councilman Woolley, I agree 100%. The chief's got to do what he's got to do, but we're trying to create a better model so that you have the ability to do it in the approved environment.
I'm afraid to open my mouth because someone's going to jump on me for a word here. Court counsel, what are we going to refer to this contract as? The current contract, the proposed contract? How would you like me?
The proposed contract, and as I was talking to Mr. Garza off the record, I said we should remove negotiation and replace with execution.
Okay, so let's try.
It is subject to the execution, and
Motion to approve area towing for the City of Taylor Police Department towing services and to direct the administration to execute the proposed contracts with area towing and J&M towing to be brought to City Council for approval. Contract terms shall be for 3 years. J&M towing shall be listed as a secondary heavy-duty contractor, period.
Support.
So that's been changed. First off, I'm going to need Councilman Missouri and Councilman Croft to remove the original language off the table and then replace it with that. Do you both agree to that?
Yes.
Okay, so that is the new language for this open business item 2. Do you want to read it one more time just so it's clear?
Mr. Chairman,
Yeah.
if I may, again,
Mr. Mayor.
I think in the opening statement, you're going to hear that it says motion to approve area towing, not area towing and J&M. It should be, if we're going to negotiate with two companies, then, or execute with two companies, then that lead statement should be motion to approve area towing and J&M, not just area towing.
I agree with you.
Okay, thank you. Any hope I had of being an attorney has clearly been washed away today. I agree with your statement, and again, the intent on my part is not to be playing with words here. I agree with you. So let's try it for the 17th time. Motion to approve area towing and J&M towing for the City of Taylor Police Department towing services and to direct the administration to execute the proposed contract with area towing and J&M towing to be brought to City Council for approval. Contract terms shall be for 3 years. J&M towing listed as secondary heavy-duty contractor, period.
And that motion was by Councilman Becerra, supported by Councilwoman Croft for approval. Is there any additional discussion?
Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Mayor.
One more final. I want to make sure I leave here with a clear understanding on when we're bringing something for approval. My understanding is that we're approving the proposed contract tonight. It's our job to go out and confirm that they meet the criteria and then get them to execute a contract. At that point in time, my vision is that we're in business. We're going to start. I'm a little hung up on the final approval because I don't know if your intent is that you want it to come back and be approved before we start doing business again.
To me, it's Mr. Chairman,
Councilman Becerra.
it's awareness of, because we've been doing this for 3 years, to have a full and clear understanding of what the result of the execution, not the negotiation, is, so that we know who we're legally doing business with.